Yo, what's up dudes, Dying Food here today, and David Vonderhaar is about as cryptic as it gets when it comes to Twitter and hidden messages and stuff like that. It's always around this time in the Call of Duty lifecycle, before a Treyarch game is about to get revealed, that he starts doing questionable things on Twitter, and the community generally goes wild trying to figure out what he's trying to tell us. That is, if he's even trying to tell us something, because a lot of times it just ends up meaning nothing. Those that care enough to watch Call of Duty on YouTube probably follow him on Twitter as well, so you would know that for the past month or so, his Twitter has kind of been weirdly deactivated in some sort of way. There's only one tweet available, and the banner headline says redacted, and the avatar is a picture with a bunch of black lines through it, and a lot of people have been trying to figure out what this means. This largely went unsuccessful at first, but after some more recent news that we've heard about Black Ops 4, I think I might know what it means, and I'm going to walk you through my thought process step by step and see if you guys agree with me. This is just a theory. All thoughts and opinions are welcome down in the comments there below, guys, so let me know what you think. If you think something different, always interested to hear what you guys have to say, but let's get into it. So, there were two different points in time where I thought two different things about this. I'm going to go through each one by one and explain why I thought that. So the first one goes like this. Charlie Intel was able to recover these tweets from some kind of Twitter archive or something like that. The tweets have since been deleted, but back towards the end of January, our boy Vahn basically tweeted about how his ideas got totally shot down, he got totally humiliated in front of whoever he was pitching ideas to in front of some boardroom, and how it was super embarrassing for him, and he just basically got his idea totally crapped on. I'll put the tweets on the screen for anyone who hasn't seen them and read through them quickly. First one says, "It's a bit humiliating when you pitch core system designs but the response falls flat. I'm currently licking my wounds while simultaneously using my position of authority to get my team to bail me out of trouble." Second tweet, that same day. "Yikes, I've been so zoned in on my system comeback all day that I haven't listened to any music all day. That's very out of character. Must fix immediately." So that was kind of a little joke. And then the third tweet says, "And, damn, been a long time since I went that hard, that long. To be honest, I'm glad my last version got shit on. I wasn't showing the commitment to my own convictions about what we were doing, but I was too close to see it. This version kept it 100. Lean in, let's go." Okay, so it was not long after this that he kind of went into hiding with this whole redacted thing. So if you go on Google and look up the definition of redacted, you see this. Edit text for publication. Censor or obscure part of a text for legal or security purposes. So after going back and rediscovering these tweets, because no one really knew what to think about them at the beginning when he first tweeted them, it's only come up recently since Charlie Intel recovered them. After rediscovering them with this recent episode, I got this idea that maybe Vahn realized he said a little too much, and maybe he got into some kind of trouble at work. So these guys who are making these video games, they are under some serious NDAs, which is a non-disclosure agreement. Basically means you can't talk about anything you're working on to anybody, no matter what. And even though he didn't reveal any real details about the game, he was still talking about what's going on behind the scenes, and that could very well be in violation of some kind of agreement that he has signed. When you have hundreds of people working on a video game, it's very hard to keep the details out of the public eye completely. So these agreements must have some serious not playing around rules that say you can't talk about anything that goes on in the idea room, any boardroom presentations, any progress about the game, basically anything going on at work whatsoever. And to me, in these tweets, he kind of revealed that maybe there could be a little bit of turmoil going on at Treyarch over there. Maybe Eric Hirschberg, who was still at the helm at Activision at this time, came down and told him, hey, you better shut your mouth, you better watch what you're tweeting on Twitter, and maybe this was Vahn's response to him. You know, Vahn is known to be that type of guy who is kind of kiddish and funny, maybe a little immature at times, and he likes to crack jokes and mess with people. And maybe this was just him messing with his boss, and he said, well, hey, Eric's leaving Activision in March, maybe I'm just gonna mess with him this time. And it's his way of kind of sarcastically saying, yes sir, sorry sir, I hereby take everything back and redact it. AKA blur out these lines of text so no one else can see them. That would fit the Google definition of redact. So this was my initial theory about the redacted thing. I think it's a pretty plausible theory, especially now with looking back in hindsight and all this stuff we know now. But wait, just hold on a second. Before you jump to conclusions, there's more. Even within the last couple of days, there has been new information released, and these are leaks, in quotes, about the alleged changes coming to the multiplayer of Black Ops 4. So, here's part 2 of my theory, and this is the part that still holds true till today. And if it changes, I guess I'll update you guys, but right now this is what I'm going with. So we got some leaks that came out the other day that were pretty troubling to most people, and they were from Matt Harris, who is that other YouTuber that had this information. And what these these leaks said were a couple of things. First of all, that Black Ops 4 is going to be very much like Overwatch, like a hero-based, class-based shooter that involves a lot of teamwork. And then the other thing it said, which was even more worrying for a lot of people, is that it's a combination of boots on the ground and advanced movement in Call of Duty. Now, why the hell am I bringing this up? Well, if you look at the word redacted even a little further, you will come across the Wikipedia page, which is probably the second place you'll end up right after the Google definition. But if you read the Wikipedia definition of redacted, it's a lot different than the Google definition, so I'm going to put it on the screen now. It says, redaction is a form of editing in which multiple source texts are combined or redacted and altered slightly to make a single document. Often, this is a method of collecting a series of writings on a similar theme and creating a definitive and coherent work. So this word, redacted, obviously has two meanings, and it even confirms that on Wikipedia, because right underneath it says, the term is also used to describe removal of some document content, replacing it with typically black rectangles which indicate the removal, although this usage was not documented by authorities such as the Oxford English Dictionary as of 2016. Can't breathe. Though earlier editions gave only this definition. For example, originally classified documents released under the Freedom of Information legislation may have sensitive information redacted in this way. This usage is discussed in the article on an alternative name for this practice, sanitization. So which is it, Vahn? Is it redaction or sanitization? You can't have it both ways, dude. I think the thing he's getting at is this. He's taking the multiple source texts, aka Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Black Ops 3, and altering them slightly to make a single document, aka Black Ops 4. If he's collecting his series of a similar theme and creating a definitive and coherent work, then he's taking elements from all three games, Black Ops 1, 2, and 3, which are of a similar theme, and creating a definitive and coherent work, aka a game that has both boots on the ground and advanced movement and heavily focused on teamwork. This, in my opinion, makes these leaks somewhat credible. I think it all but confirms these leaks. You take this, combine it with his other tweets that said that his pitch of the core system design falling flat, people not liking it, got shit on, etc., etc. The writing's on the wall. Another supportive piece of evidence for this would be this. Remember in the Black Ops 4 reveal trailer, they showed footage from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3? I don't know about you guys, but I cannot name another time that has ever been done in a Call of Duty. I've been around for quite a few reveals of Call of Duty games, and I do not ever remember seeing a reference to a past game in a current game's reveal trailer. I.e., I didn't see anything about MW2 in the MW3 reveal, I didn't see anything about Black Ops in the Black Ops 2 reveal, or Black Ops 2 in the Black Ops 3 reveal, etc. But now, all of a sudden, in the Black Ops 4 reveal, we see everything from Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. Kind of suspicious, if you ask me. Maybe not suspicious, maybe that's not the right word, but kind of fitting with what I think is going on with this redacted thing. A combination of all three past games all rolled into one to create its own unique game. This bringing me to my very last point and the last piece of evidence I'm going to give you guys in this video, the only tweet available on Vahn's page right now. If you go to his Twitter page, you can only see one tweet and it looks like this. I used to see everything in absolute terms, black or white, 0 or 1. What happens next will show you what I have learned that you do not yet know. Lights out. Dude, this guy is absolutely, he's either a complete genius or he's just off the deep end and has gone totally crazy. One or the other. But what does he mean by this? I think what he's saying is that he's learned to meet in the middle, that it doesn't have to be one or the other. And I think what he's referring to is boots on the ground versus advanced movement, a futuristic setting versus a past setting. He's basically asking the question, why is it black or white? Why is it 0 or 1? Why can't it be gray? Or why can't it be 0.5? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we have a game that takes place in the future and the past? If that's the type of campaign they were working on, I mean, we'll probably never know, but I think that's the type of thing he was getting at. Why do we have to choose between only boots on the ground and only advanced movement? Why can't there be both? Life's burning questions, man. That's it. Lights out. He's going into retreat, and we're not going to see or hear from him until May 17th. Fellas, what do y'all think about this? I'm always interested to know what you have to say in the comments below. Please let me know your thoughts. I'm not even going to state my opinion on any of this in this video because it's already gone on long enough. And the thing is, it's not really what this video is about. This video is about explaining the meaning behind redacted and what Vahn's secret message is to us. I think it happens to go along perfectly with these leaks. I want to know what you think. Guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate everybody's support. Love you guys so much. If you enjoyed, please leave a like rating as it really helps the channel out. And make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can know when we're going to be streaming. Guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.